And so we are here at the ending of the entrance exam tournament, guys. Now, you may be thinking, wait, this is weird. Why is he not doing you know, the character rundown? And I think I'm not doing it this time because it's the ending and not the intro. If it was the intro, yeah, I would do all the faces and their names, but you've already seen them, you've seen their faces, you know who they are, you've seen their names. Excuse me. It's really late for me. 7:44. Yes, it's on a Wednesday, May 28th. It's pretty late for me, but I had a long day. Anyway, let's get into it. So I'm gonna go with the professors last, but well, most of them. But let's start with Fuko Kugimiya. Kugimiya. This is Serenity Spider Monkey's new character. She's a feisty kid, but a underestimated duelist. She bullies Casey, Kawhi, and her friends, and has a soft spot for them deep down. Wants to be seen as the cutest duelist in the world. Mocked. Where were we? Blah blah blah. Wants to be seen as the cutest duelist in the world. Mocked for her passive dueling style. She secretly looks up to Casey as an athlete, bullied constantly for her short height. Her ego, when unchecked, can cause her to act reckless. I like her. I think she was an interesting duelist in my opinion. Now we get into a whole bunch of Mitchell Slaughter's new characters, starting with Lucy Kalulu, the first of the four new Neptunians. A lot of Neptunians in our world. She plays a fairy agent's deck, very fitting, and is the friendliest out of these four. She's eager to make new friends among the Earthlings. Well, join us, Lucy Kalulu. Ezekiel Zeno, which is, evil Zatch Bell, essentially. Ezekiel Zeno, the second of the four Neptunians. He plays a dark lightning deck. He has lore connections to Zachary Chiyu as well. Namona Penny, the third of the Neptunians. She plays a mostly reptile, mostly water deck. Why mostly reptile, mostly water? Just say reptile water deck. So a Gansley deck. Okay, gotcha. With the planet card for Neptune. That's her boss. She's a bit stuck up. Oh, I read that wrong. She is a bit stuck up and acts a bit like a prima donna. There's a lot of bits in here. So there's Namona Penny. Darius Brago, who by the way was my favorite Momoto when I used to watch Zatch Bell. He was my absolute. Him and Sherry were the coolest, I thought. They were the most interesting group. Yeah, okay, I'm doing this right. The last of the four Neptunians. He is one to watch out for. Yeah, just like when he was, as a Momoto in Zatch Bell. He is a bully, uses a deck full of piercers, and he sure did. Man, his piercers did amazing work. Didn't he take out Crowler? And will likely turn evil and join the Shadow Riders later on. Whoops, probably shouldn't have said that. Oh well. New character from Mitchell Slaughter as well, Tiamat Chiyu. Obviously related to Zachary Chiyu. This is Tiamat Tia Chiyu, the sister of Zachary Chiyu. Wow, I literally just read the same thing. I say sister in quotation marks because that is just a facade. Really? Interesting. Here's the big plot twist. Oh, I'm not telling the plot twist. Okay, so I read ahead. Next is Laura White and Alice White, two separate characters. We saw that Laura White won the very last part, the finale. Her deck is OP. She has a very strong deck. I'm not sure anyone will actually be able to beat her. She's extremely powerful. Banner got close, but even he ran out of steam. So Laura and Alice White, they obviously have the same backstory. The White sisters are essentially orphans. Their parents are both in jail, and Mr. and Mrs. White were part of a criminal outfit that the Bond twins and Avery took down. It was the biggest case of their careers, to be honest, and they took down the enemy without having to call in the Uriels. After that big bust, the White sisters were taken in by the Bond siblings and live at the Bond Detective Agency in Uriel Mansion. Laura likes things that are old-fashioned and casual, while Alice is a creepy doll girl. Creepy, creepy doll girl. No, I'm just kidding. While Alice prefers things that are fancy and exquisite. Yes, like stealing unsuspecting, wary victim souls. This is reflected in their decks, with both using zombies, but Laura's are old and tattered and OP and broken, while Alice's are glamorous and golden. So that's the White Sisters. Miku and one of the one of the White Sisters is going to be Obelisk Blue. Let's just get that straight. Miku, after her concert and getting her first win, unlocks. Oh, by the way, of course, this is Lego Man's character. After the concert and getting her first win, unlocks the ability to teleport and can now visit Lego whenever she wants. OP. This academy has so many OP people in it, not just dueling wise, just OP. Like they can break reality. Wants to be the very best like no one ever was. Really, Lego Man? Really? Wants to get Justice to use money to put an amusement park in the island. Interesting. Obviously, he put status for here, but I'm deciding the status, whether you're Obelisk Blue, Raw Yellow, or Slifer Red. But he put the status for student. So he lives in the castle on the island. There's a castle separate from Raw Yellow, Obelisk Blue, and Slifer Red that Justice built himself. He was allowed to build it here because, you know, Kybax allowed it. And yes, Kybax is the principal. He is the principal of Duel Academy. So this deck represents why she wants Justice to put an amusement park on the island. And there we go. That's Miku. Angelica. Been bad and recruiting people for bad stuff. First is Dante knowing that he has a crush on her. And that he is already corrupted, she recruits him. Very, very protective of Diana. Been distant with Justice and her mom, Queen Victoria. Lives in a castle on the island, as we know. Justice, worried about Angelica already being picked on by Professor Nedrick, who is a professor coming up, might actually build that amusement park for Miku. His turtle is a dual spirit. Of course, you don't see him in the pictures in the parts we've had, but you know why. Because I switched the wrong picture, but he's there in spirit, literally. Kind of sad Lee isn't here. Feels someone is watching him. Jordan, new character, an amazing new character from Jamie Gems. She is very competitive and is trying to impress Justice. Fiery redhead Tom girl. She reminds me, she's very athletic. She kind of reminds me of a girl version of Harrington from GX. Being friendly towards Sky to get to Justice. Once she laid eyes on Justice, she immediately fell in love with him. Aww. Now, Professor Nedrick, the first professor I'm going to talk about on this video, very secretive. And you saw how OP was. Picks on Justice and always tries to get him upset. Talks a lot to a student named Anya. Teaches dual strategy at the academy. Stays away from Queen Victoria. He's definitely a Professor Banner type where he holds a lot in. Anya, but way more suspicious than even Banner. Anya is surprisingly friendly, but only when Nedrick is not around. Always is whispering things to Professor Nedrick. Very mysterious. And watches Justice and Angelica from afar. She is a mysterious alien girl from an unknown planet. So many planet duelists. It is GX. Well, that aligns more with Season 2, though. Okay. Diana. Now we're getting into more of Lego Man's characters. After finally awaking from her coma, Diana has been... Diana has been spending a lot of time with Angelica, who of course is her bestie. She also discovered while her pendulum cards did not stick around, she did end up with a new deck, separate from the one she used before. Ugh, excuse me. Why am I yawning so much? She decided to join the Duel Academy applicants to try to make sure she gets stronger. The memories of her past losses frustrating her to no end. Dante, who's a freaking beast. Dante has felt the voices in his head get even more blaring after dark-sided dimensions or the events of it, but he's still intent on trying to ignore them. Instead, he's applied to Duel Academy as a way of getting as far as possible from his old school, American Academy. Plus, since it's surrounded by water, maybe you won't have to worry about it if maybe you won't have to worry about if he gives into the voices. Yeah, you could just drown yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Professor Paul, second professor we're talking about. After the worlds merged at the end of DM, Paul decided to take a step in teaching the next generation how to handle dual spirits, while Lego travels the world actually handling the dangerous spirits himself. However, Lego did the entrance exam, which was a misstep by me. Paul will now be, I guess he didn't travel the world long. Paul will now be sharing a class with Victoria as both teach their students about dual spirits. Yes, but I didn't allow Victoria in this tournament because I want her for the next one. I don't want her for this one, very specifically. Next, Brenda Mook, brand new character from Lego Man. Brenda is the younger sister of Tila Mook, who I haven't even shown yet. The card professor. She has spent a lot of time with her sister, and as such, has picked up some of her odd behaviors. In Brenda's case, it manifests in her acting like an exaggerated supervillain who wants to constantly ruin other people's days. Despite this behavior, however, she's still pretty nice and always tries not to go too far with her schemes. With her sister busy with her vampire boyfriend, her hologram boyfriend, Brenda has decided to apply for Duel Academy to try to find new people to enact her plans on. She sounds very suspicious. I love it. Sorry, I need a drink of water. Celia Fox, new character from Lego Man. Celia comes from a fairly large family, one that she tends to be put in charge of while her parents work their business jobs. Because of that, she has gained a tendency to look after others and act like an older sister to them. She came to Duel Academy to try to finally do something for herself for once, instead of just helping others all the time. What a sweetie. She's so nice. Professor Crowler. Dr. Crowler to you. It takes 9 years of dual school, you know. Wants no students at the academy this year upon the request of the owner and principal of the academy himself, who is Kaiba X. Very harsh and critical of everything applicants do. They find him annoying, plus feminine. Ha, lol. As if. So that's Professor Crowler. Everyone knows him very well. Ah, Professor Banner. Very mysterious, but always seems happy as well. Obsessed with alchemy. I'm not telling any more about myself, because, I'm very mysterious and evil. Yep. More on Professor Banner later. And by the way, freaking beasted. He was in almost every final. He was in 3 finals and 1 semifinal. That's insane. He did the best overall today of the professors. Professor Sartir, aka Don Simon. That's his alter ego. Yeah, he's the food professor, he's the chef, raw yellow professor, whatever you want to call him. And of course, Crowler leads the Obelisk Blue Men. Banner leads the raw yellow. Banner leads Slifer Red, excuse me. Professor Fontaine leads the Obelisk Blue Girls, and she's the nurse. But I don't really have anything to say about Sartir or Fontaine yet. Casey and Lexi are here because I need a lot of the main characters here. And, this is only a few months after DSOD ended and the concert ended. So they really haven't changed in age. This is not like GX where it's a decade later after Duel Monsters. This is literally just months later. So they're all still about the same age. So Casey and Lexi gotta be here. Rock Stein, new character as well from Lego Man. Rock is seen by others and assumed to be a muscular meathead, He looks a lot like Hasselberry, when in actuality he prides himself more on his tactical mind and ability to think of unique strategies. He has a hatred of fighting and admires his parents, who are brilliant engineers. He joined Duel Academy because, well, he hopes to join it, because he hoped it would further improve his strategic thinking and brought a special deck with him he wanted to test. Sadina Blitz, new character from Lego Man. Sadina was taught by his mother to always assist others, and he took that as go around acting like a superhero. So that's what he does. Back home, he was basically the town darling due to how many times he saved cats from trees and assisted old ladies walking down the street. After hearing about the many threats that plague the world, he decided to further train his dueling skills so he can help out the people with them. That's so nice. I love Sadie Blitz's story. Plus, he's cool looking. Truly Rivera truly is from a wealthy, affluent family. Like a lot of other rich young duelists who get sent to Duel Academy. However, he's fairly tame by their standards and is instead introverted and prefers to keep to himself. Listening to K-pop music. Who's his favorite K-pop band? Is it New Jeans? Is it BTS? Who is it? Is it Blackpink? Before, is it Stray Kids? I'm dying to know, Lego Man, tell us all. Before he was sent to DA tryouts, he was sent a package in the mail by his cousin, a student from American Academy. All that was included in it was a single card and a message that said, "Don't let anyone take it. Please." That's creepy. And of course we have others like the other teachers. Michael Uriel is a teacher here. He's going to be the gym teacher. There's others too. I'm not mentioning all of them, but they're all here for a reason. They're all going to be ranked. Now, this is the real thing about this. Listen up. This is probably the most important part of the video, guys. Listen. Listen. Look at Pegasus, Merrick, Darts, and Bakura, and then listen. Because you can't look at me, you have to look at them. Okay, everyone's attention's here? Good. We're here. All right. So basically, what we are doing here is after this video, I am going to personally, in a post, rank all the duelists that were not professors in these 4 parts. And I'm going to rank them Raw Yellow, Slifer Red, or Obelisk Blue. And they will be ranked that for the next tournament. And yes, we are having the next tournament next weekend. So just and I'm going to have the post up for that as well. So be prepared with entry fee and whatever else not. New characters, blah, blah, blah. So just keep in mind the new characters are going to have to be given a rank by you, because this is going to be after the entrance exam. So, or if they're not even a student, that's fine. But anyway, now you know the gist of everything. I think I've told everything. Right after this video, I'm going to be ranking everyone, and I'm going to put it in a post that will be after the tournament. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Channel's name is Animanga, and I shall see you for the next tournament, and next video is way before that. All right, bye guys.